Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you all are doing great. I am Jahangeer, your maths coach. It's time to learn mathematics. So let's learn maths. Today we are going to discuss 2018 JEE Advanced paper question for a non-zero complex number z, arg z. This is argument of z which lies between minus pi to pi. Then which of the statement or statements is or are false? So this time we have to choose false one. So indirectly same thing, you have to solve this question and you will match your answer with the answer given in these options. So option A, argument of minus 1 minus I equals pi by 4. So for example, if I am writing this paper, then I will not solve this question. Minus 1 and minus I lies in third quadrant, and in third quadrant argument never be pi by 4. Pi by 4 argument can possible in first quadrant. It means option A is wrong, and we have to choose false one. I mean option A will be our answer. But the thing, but this is not enough right now. I have to explain what is the right answer for option A. So option A, we have to find argument of minus 1 minus I. Okay, and if I revise, if your complex number lies in first quadrant, then your argument was theta. If lies in second quadrant, then argument is pi minus theta. If complex number lies in third quadrant, then this is minus of pi minus theta. And if complex number lies in fourth quadrant like this, then argument is minus theta. Okay, so this complex number lies in third quadrant, so argument will be minus of pi minus theta. And theta, how can we find? Theta equals tan inverse y by x mod x, and y and x is the complex number, real part and imaginary part. So z equals x plus iy. If we have z x plus iy, then we can find theta tan inverse y over x. Similarly, here x is minus 1, y is minus 1. So theta would be tan inverse, this is minus 1 over minus 1, which is tan inverse 1, and which is pi by 4. But argument is not pi by 4, because it lies in third quadrant, and in third quadrant argument would be argument of minus 1 minus pi is minus of pi minus theta. Okay, so this is minus of pi minus pi by 4, which is minus 3 pi by 4. So this is an argument for option A. So option A was to choose false one, so option A is false, but this is our answer. So option A we have to select. Now let us check option B, whether option B is true or false. If it is false, then we have to select this one also. Now option B, the function is defined by f of t, which is argument of minus 1 plus it, and t is all real numbers. So right now we have to check whether f of t is continuous or not. Okay, so let us check here. This is option B, f of t. Okay, f of t equals argument of minus 1 plus it. Okay, that's good. Now argument, we know what is that. First of all, we will find theta. So theta would be tan inverse mod t over minus 1, and then theta we will get tan inverse t mod. Okay, t over minus 1 mod is t mod. So this is my tan inverse theta, tan inverse t, which is theta. Now it comes to argument, and you know it depends on t. When t is positive, then it will lie in different quadrant. If t is negative, then it will lie in different quadrant. So first we will consider when t is positive. When t is positive, it means y is positive, x is negative. So y positive and x negative, it means it lies in second quadrant. And second quadrant argument is this, which is pi minus theta. Okay. So when t is positive, then argument is pi minus theta, and theta is tan inverse t mod. T itself positive, so we can write it t, that's it. And when t is 0, then theta would be 0, but when t is 0, then it lies here. Okay, then this is the argument. The argument would be pi. So this is pi. But when t is less than 0, then what will happen? We have to check. T is negative, it means y negative, x negative. So it lies in third quadrant. And in third quadrant, this will be our argument, which is minus of pi minus theta, right? So which is, now you have to understand right here, which is minus of pi minus theta. And theta is this, tan inverse t mod, but t is negative. So mod t equal to minus t when t is negative, right? This is the property of modulus. So instead of this t mod, I will write minus t. Why will I write minus t? Because t is negative. So this is my expansion of t. Now we can discuss its continuity. I mean, we have to discuss its limit. So again I will write this one. F of t equals pi minus tan inverse t, which is pi minus tan inverse t, and t is greater than 0. This is pi, t equal to 0, and this is minus pi, minus minus plus, but tan inverse of minus t we can write minus tan inverse t. So minus will come here, it will be plus, plus minus again minus. So minus tan inverse t when t is less than 0. Okay, so we got f of t. Now we need to check whether f of t is always continuous or not. So when t is greater than 0, equal to 0, and t less than 0. So we have to check continuity about t equals 0. So now we have to understand f of t limit t tends to 0 positive. So f of t tends to 0 positive, it means we have to take this function. So limit t tends to 0 positive, and we have to take this one, pi minus tan inverse t. So which is pi minus, and tan inverse 0 is 0, so which is pi. So I got right hand limit, that is pi. Now I can erase this. And f of t when t less than 0 negative, I mean left hand limit I am going to find. So limit t tends to 0 negative, and for left hand limit function I have to take this, which is minus pi minus tan inverse t. Okay, so if I put 0 here, then I will get minus pi minus 0, which is minus pi. So what I am observing right now, left hand limit I got minus pi, right hand limit I got pi. So here I understood this is left hand limit. Left hand limit does not equal to right hand limit. So when left hand limit does not equal to right hand limit, it means limit itself won't exist at t equals 0. So if limit won't exist, it means it won't be continuous. So option B was it is continuous at all points of R. No, it is not continuous. So option B, I mean statement B is false. Since we have to select false one, so option B also we will select. Now it comes to option C. So C is very straightforward question. This is just a property of the complex number. So I don't think this is a very hard question. This is just a simple question. So I will discuss option C as well. So what is option C? This is just a property of complex number. We have argument of z1 over z2. So This is very simple. Argument of z1 over z2, we are writing argument of z1 minus argument of z2 plus 2k pi, where k belongs to integer, right? We are writing like this. Now we will take this to left side and this one also left side. Then I will have argument of z1 over z2 minus argument of z1, and this, if I will take this side, then it would be plus, and plus argument of z2 equals 2k pi, where k belongs to integer. So this is just a property, nothing else. Now what is this? For any two non-zero complex numbers z1 and z2, argument of z1 over z2 minus argument of z1 plus argument of z2 is an integral multiple of 2 pi. Yes, this is an integral multiple of 2 pi. So option C is right. Since this is right, but we have to select false one. So option C is not our answer. Now option D, that one. So option D, for any three given distinct complex numbers z1, z2 and z3, locus of the point z satisfying the condition argument of z minus z1 bracket z2 minus z3 over z minus z3 and the times z2 minus z1 is pi. I am sure those students who have prepared complex number in best way, for them this is nothing. This is just a result of cyclic quadrilateral. Let us understand. Option D. For example, this is a circle. Consider any point z here. This is z1, this is z2, this is z3, this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Okay? This is z, this is z1, this is z2, this is z3, and join. So this is a cyclic quadrilateral. This is a cyclic quadrilateral, right? So in cyclic quadrilateral, we have a property: sum of opposite angles is 180 degree. So if I say angle DAB plus these, I mean if I say this angle and this angle, then DAB plus DCB, this is pi. Yeah, some of these two must be pi, and I have to make anti-clockwise sense, right? So if I will take anti-clockwise sense, then I will write argument of z1 minus z over z3 minus z plus DCB. Angle DCB is what? This one, DCB. It means we need to find this argument, and same anti-clockwise sense. So this is anti-clockwise sense, right? This type of sense is anti-clockwise sense. This is called anti-clockwise sense. So right now z3 minus z2, argument of z3 minus z2 over z1 minus z2 equal to pi. Okay. Now we have log property. With the help of log property, we can combine. So we will have argument of z1 minus z. One thing you can do, take minus here and take out minus here, minus minus plus, it will be z minus z1. So I can write z minus z1 over z minus z3. So I got this. Then times z3 minus z2, instead of z3 minus z2, I can write z2 minus z3. And minus will be here. Same z1 minus z2, minus I will take common, z2 minus z1. Minus minus will cancel. I will have z2 minus z3. So this is z2 minus z3 over z2 minus z1. z2 minus z1. And this side is pi. So I got same result. Argument of z minus z1 times z2 minus z3 over z minus z3, z2 minus z1 equal to pi. So it means this z lies on the circle, not a straight line. What is this? This z, that z lies on a straight line. But in reality, this z lies on a circle. It means option D is also false. But we have to select false one, so we will select option D as well. So if I talk overall about this question, then it was a pretty easy one. It was not difficult. So I hope you guys understood this. Paper 1, mathematics. So what's the question? In a triangle PQR, let angle PQR is 30 degree and the sides PQ and QR have lengths 10 root 3 and 10 respectively. Then which of the following statements is or are true? So this time we have to select or we have to choose the right one. Okay, so let's get started. We have 4 options. One by one we will check all 4 options. So there is a triangle like this. We don't know which kind of triangle is this. This is an isosceles or equilateral or what, we don't know. Or right angle triangle, we don't know. So whatever informations we have, just we will use those informations to get rest of the things for this question. And over here, what is given? Angle Q. PQR means we have this angle. That is Q, which is 30 degree. Okay, that's fine. Next is we have PQ and QR have lengths 10 root 3 and 10. It means PQ have lengths 10 root 3. So PQ have lengths 10 root 3 and QR is having length 10. Okay, so now we have this length and this angle. We don't have this length, but if you remember one formula when you have learned in solution of triangle SOT chapter, over there is a rule that is called cosine rule. So with the help of cosine rule you can find this angle. So what is cosine rule? You can write cosine rule in 2 ways. One of the ways is to finding angle and another way is to finding side. So let's get started. For example, this one we have cos A we need to find. Then you are writing b square plus c square minus a square over 2bc. This is for angle. Now if you cross multiply and rearrange, then you will find a square equals b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. Okay, these 2 formulas are same. This is for finding angle, this is for finding side. So now we have to find this side. So this is PR. So I will apply cosine rule over here. Now PR square equals this square plus this square, which is 10 root 3 whole square plus 10 whole square minus twice of, now product of these 2 sides, which is 10 root 3 times 10 and then times cos A. Then this is cos A, angle between these 2 sides, which is 30 degree right here, which is 30 degree. Now PR square we got, this is 10 root 3 whole square, which is 300. Now this is 100 minus cos 30 degree. Cos 30 degree is root 3 over 2. So root 3 over 2, this 2 and this 2 cancel. Root 3 times root 3 is 3. 3 times 10 is 300. So what we got actually, we got PR square is just 100 and PR we got 10. So we got this length as well. This is 10. So now this is 10, this is 10. So now we get an idea, okay, this is an isosceles triangle. So if this is in 30 degree, then this would be 30 degree. Now this is 30, this is 30, so overall 60. So now it will be 120 degree. So we got this side as well as this angle also and this angle also. Okay, now come to the question. First option A. Angle QPR. Where is QPR? QPR. That is 30 degree. But what we have? 45 degree. So option A is wrong. Now option B. The area of the triangle PQR is 45 root 3 and angle QRP is 120 degree. QRP. Here 120 degree. So it means this is right. Okay. Now we need to find area of the triangle PQR. We need to find area of this triangle. So area of the triangle is delta. We have learned half times, for example, product of 2 sides AB then sine C. It means these 2 sides and sine of angle between these 2 sides. So here we can use this side and this side, and we will use this angle. So what is the area of the triangle? That is half times product of these two sides. 10 root 3 times 10. This is 10 root 3 times 10, and this is sine 30 degree. I will write sine 30 degree. Now delta equals half times, this is 100 root 3 times 1 over 2. So 100 over 4 is 25. So we got 25 root 3, area of the triangle. So the area of the triangle PQR is 25 root 3 and angle QR is 120 degree. It means this option is right. Now let us discuss option C. What is option C? Radius of the in circle of the triangle PQR is 10 root 3 minus 15. Okay. So radius of the in circle. So the small r equals delta over s. Delta is the area of the triangle and s is the semi-perimeter. So now r equals, what is the area of the triangle? Just now we found that is 25 root 3 over semi-perimeter, right? Perimeter means sum of all sides. So let us find here s. S equals 10 plus 10 root 3 over 2. Semi-perimeter means half of the perimeter. So what we got? S equals 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 over 2 is 10 again. And 10 over 2, that is 5. So we got S equals 10 plus 5 root 3. Okay? So now 25 root 3 over 10 plus 5 root 3. Now rationalize it, because you have radius in different form, 10 root 3 minus 15. So it means we have to rationalize this. So 25 root 3 over 10 plus 5 root 3, and then again times 10 minus 5 root 3 over 10 minus 5 root 3. Okay? And now this we have to calculate, we have to simplify, and then we will try to match this small r with the information given, and if those two are equal, then we will say, yeah, option C is also right. So now I have to erase this. So here, from here, small r equals 25 root 3 times 10 minus 5 root 3 over, this is a plus b times a minus b, that is a square minus b square, right? So 10 square, that is 100 minus 5 root 3 square. So 5 root 3 square means 25 times 3, that is 75. So 100 minus 75 is 25, and this 25 cancel. The small r equals 10 root 3 times 10, that is 10 root 3 minus 5 times root 3 times root 3, that is 15. So a small r I got 10 root 3 minus 15. This is in radius which I got, and now in radius is 10 root 3 minus 15. It means option C is also right. So option C is also right. Now we will check option D. What is option D? We have to understand. Area of circumcircle of the triangle PQR is 100 pi. It means right now we need to find area of circumcircle. It means we need to find circumradius. Once we will have circumradius, then we will apply pi r square, and definitely we will get area of the circumcircle. So how can we find capital R? Capital R means circumradius. You know this result. If you remember this, delta equals ABC over 4R. We have this result, right? Delta equals ABC over 4R. So from here, R equals ABC over 4 delta. This R you can write here, this delta you can write here. And then capital R equals ABC, it means product of these three sides. So one side was 10, another was 10, and another was, I think, 10 root 3. Okay? Over 4 times delta. Delta means area of the triangle, which we already found, that is 25 root 3. Okay? 25 times 4, that is 100. and this 100 will cancel, and root 3 and root 3 will also cancel. It means capital R we got 10. It means circumradius we got 10. Once we got circumradius, the area of the circumcircle also we can find, and that is area of the circumcircle is pi capital R square, which is pi times 10 square, which is 100 pi. So we got area of the circumcircle is 100 pi, and that is also given 100 pi. It means option D is also right. So in this question, option A is wrong, option B, option C and option D, these three options are right, and this time we have to select true option. It means we will select B, C and D. So it is now we are going to discuss question number 3rd. Let P1, this is the first plane, 2x plus y minus z equals 3, and second plane x plus 2y plus z equals 2 with the two planes, then which of the following statement is or are true? First option, the line of intersection of P1 and P2 has direction ratios 1, 2, minus 1, and this line is perpendicular to the line of the intersection of planes P1 and P2. And option C, the acute angle between P1 and P2 is 60 degrees. And option D, if P3 is the plane passing through the point 4, 2, minus 2 and perpendicular to the line of intersection of planes P1 and P2, then the distance of the point 2, 1, 1 from the plane P3 is 2 over root 3. So again we have to select which one is true, which one is right. Okay, so first one, option A. The line of intersection of P1 and P2 has direction ratios 1, 2, minus 1. That's good. So this is my first plane, this is my second plane. So what is the first normal? Normal 1. X coefficient is 2, y coefficient is 1 and z coefficient is minus 1. So normal of first plane is 2i plus j minus k, and normal for the second plane is I plus 2j plus k, which is I plus 2j plus k. When two planes intersect, then they create a line, and that line has direction ratio what? Cross multiplication of these two normals. So direction ratio of line is n1 cross n2. Okay, so here we can find this is I, j, k, this is 2, 1, minus 1, this is 2, 1, minus 1, this is 1, 2, 1. Okay, so dr of line is, this is I, this is 1 times 1 is 1 plus 2, that is 3, minus j, this is 2 and again plus 1, that is again 3, and then this is k, this is 4 minus 1, again 3. So we can take 3 common, and then we will have I minus j plus k. So what is the direction ratio? I, j, k coefficient. So direction ratio, here I will write direction ratio of line is from here 1, actually it was 3, then minus 3, then again 3. So this one, or if something is common, if you are capable to take common, then you can. If you take 3 common, then what will you have? 1, minus 1 and 1. So this is your direction ratio of the line. But what is the option? Direction ratio is 1, 2, minus 1. But what we got? 1, minus 1 and 1. It means option A is not true, option A is false. Now let's check option B. The line is perpendicular to the line of intersection of P1 and P2. Okay, so direction, I have to erase this. Now we are going to discuss option B. So option B, first of all we will write direction ratio of line which we found is 1, minus 1 and 1. Then we need to find direction ratio from here also. So first of all we have to write this line in a standard form. The standard form means it should be in x minus x1 over a equals y minus y1 over b equals z minus z1 over c. I mean x coefficient, y coefficient and z coefficient must be 1. So here x coefficient is 3. So divide numerator and denominator by 3. So what will you have? This line. This is 3x minus 4 over 3. It means this is x minus 4 over 3 over 3. Then this over 3. Okay. Then we have to divide this by minus 3. So minus 3, 1 minus 3 by over minus 3. So this is y. And minus 1 over 3 over 9 over minus 3 is minus 3. Okay. Equals, this is in a standard form, z over 3. Done? So we got 3 minus 3 and 3. Now the question is, this line is perpendicular to the line of intersection of the planes P1 and P2. So we have direction ratio of this one. First, P1 and P2 intersection. And second, we got direction ratio from here. That is, again, this is 3 minus 3 and 3. So from here we will get 1, minus 1 and 1. So we have this direction ratio as well as this direction ratio. If we multiply these two and if we will get 0, then we will say, yeah, these two are perpendicular. If we won't get multiplication of these two 0, then we will say, no, these two is not perpendicular. So now let us understand that one unit. This is 1 times 1 is 1, minus 1 times minus 1 is again 1, 1 times 1 is again 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 does not equal to 0. It means this is not perpendicular to the point of intersection of the P1 and P2. So option B is also wrong. Now we will check option C and option D. So now first is option C. So this is option C. Acute angle between P1 and P2. Okay, this is P1 and this is P2. So normal of P1 was 2i plus j minus k and N2 was I plus 2j plus k. Okay, we have two normals, N1 and N2. Now angle between two planes means angle between their normals. So cos theta equals N1 dot N2 over N1 mod over N2 mod, then whole mod for acute angle. So right now cos theta equals mod over N1 dot N2 means 2i dot I. It means this is 2, this is 1, this is 1 times 2, that is again 2, and this is minus 1 times 1, that is minus 1, and this is root 2 squared plus 1 plus 1, so that is 4, 5, 6, that is root 6. Then again 1, 4, 1, that is root 6. So cos theta, I got 2 plus 2, 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 over 6, that is half. So I got cos theta half. When cos theta is half, then theta is 60 degree. So angle between two planes is 60 degree we got. So acute angle between two planes is 60 degree. Yeah. Option C is right. So we got option C. That is right. Now come to next question. That is option D. And we have to check option D. This one I have written direction ratio of the line for line of intersection of two planes. That's why I have written, maybe we have to use this result is this. If P3 is the plane passing through the point this and perpendicular to the line of intersection of P1 and P2. Okay. Now, this P3, the P3 is a new plane that is passing through this point, but perpendicular to the line of intersection of P1 and P2. That's good. Now, perpendicular to the line of intersection of P1 and P2, it means what? It means cross multiplication of n1 and n2, that will be a normal of your plane, that is P3. And that was direction ratio is 1 minus 1 and 1. So from here we can find normal for P3 is I minus j plus k. From here you can find normal. And point is this. A is, for example, A is 4i plus 2j minus 2k. And we have equation r dot n equals a dot n for finding equation of plane. So right now r dot n, we have n, I minus j plus k equals a dot n. 1 times 4 is 4, minus 1 times this is minus 2, 1 times this minus 2. So this is 0. So from here r is xi plus yj plus zk. So that is x minus y plus z equals 0. So we got x minus y plus z equals to 0. This is the P3, equation of plane P3. I think some students are wondering how I have considered normal of P3 as I minus j plus k, right? Now again I'll try to explain this. And these two are two different planes, okay? And P3 is a plane passing through the point this and perpendicular to the line of intersection of this plane. Okay, so now try to understand. Okay, this plane intersected here like this corner. Yeah, this corner which you are observing, this corner is a line. Okay, I am considering this line with a pen. So that line was a pen, like this pen. This pen is a line. Now my plane P3 is perpendicular to this plane. This is my P3 plane. Okay. Now this line is perpendicular to P3 plane like this. Okay. Now you can easily understand. If this is a P3 plane, this is perpendicular, so it will be like this. So now you understood direction cosine for this line will be a normal for this plane, right? That's why I have taken this direction ratio 1 minus 1 and 1 as a normal for my P3 plane. Okay, so this is my equation of third plane. Question is, then the distance of the point this from the plane P3 is 2 over root 3. So now this is my plane, x minus y plus z equals 0, and this is a point, this is a point 2 comma 1 comma 1. So we need to find perpendicular distance. If I say this is m and this is n, then we need to find mn, perpendicular distance from that point to the plane. So how can we find perpendicular distance? We will apply just perpendicular distance formula. We will substitute this point in this plane and divide by root of a square plus b square plus c square we will do. So this 2 will come over here. So this is 2, then again minus 1, then plus 1, mod over root x coefficient is square, that is 1, y coefficient is square, that is minus 1 whole square, that is plus 1, then again plus 1. So we got 2 over root 3. So perpendicular distance of this point to the plane P3 is 2 over root 3. And which is 2 over root 3? It means what? It means option D is also right. So now we understood option A and option B. These two are wrong, C, D are right. We have to select true one. It means C, D are our main options. So now we are going to learn question number 5th, JEE Advanced 2018. So what is the question? Let us understand first. Let function domain is all real number, codomain is all real number, and another function g, domain is all real number and codomain is also all real number. Be two non-constant differentiable function. This is given. These two functions are not constant, and this very important information we have, that is f dash x equals e raised to fx minus gx times g dash x for all x belongs to R, and f of 1 equals g of 2 equals 1. It means f of 1 is also 1, g of 2 is also 1. Then which of the following statement or statements is or are true? We have four options. One of them or two of them or three of them or all would be true. Just we have to check which one. Okay, so starting point is this f dash x, this is given. So from here we can start. So this f dash x equals, we have e raised to fx. This is e raised to fx minus gx. So we can write e raised to fx over e raised to gx, and this is times g dash x. Okay, no issue. Now this f dash x over e raised to fx equals e raised to 1 over e raised to gx times g dash x. Okay, and then you can write e raised to minus fx times f dash x equals e raised to minus gx times g dash x. Apply both sides, dot dx and then integrate it. So e raised to minus fx, if you assume fx as t, then e raised to minus t, and this would be dt. So e raised to minus t dt, integration is e raised to minus t over minus 1. So this is e raised to minus fx over minus 1, okay, equals e raised to, same thing, e raised to minus gx over minus 1, then plus c. Now what you are observing, if you take this to left side, it would be, this is minus, if you take left side, it will be plus e raised to minus gx, and this is minus e raised to minus fx equals c. So we got this e raised to minus gx minus e raised to minus fx equals c. Now we will use another information which we have. What we have, f of 1 equals 1. So put x equals 1 both sides. Put x equals 1. So if we put x equals 1 right here, we will have e raised to minus g1 minus e raised to minus f of 1 equals c. Okay? And e raised to g1 we have, sorry, we don't have g1, so we have to write e raised to minus g1 minus e raised to minus f of 1 we have, f of 1 is 1, so this is minus 1 equals c. So now we got 1 over, this is 1 over e raised to g1 minus 1 over e equal to c. This is my first equation. Okay, I am considering this one as the first equation. Now again, in this equation, put x equals 2. By the way, how would you get this idea? Okay, whether you have to put x equals 1 or x equals 2? Because this information. So we have already put x equals 1, now we have to put x equals 2. So put x equals 2 in this equation, then you will have e raised to minus g of 2 minus e raised to minus f of 2 equals c. Okay? Now g of 2 is given to you, that is 1. So this is e raised to minus 1 minus e raised to minus f of 2 equal to c, which is 1 over e minus 1 over e raised to f of 2 equal to c. And this is your second equation. But the point is, if you observe first equation and second equation like this is something that equals to c, This is also something, but that equals to C. It means these two equations are same. So we can equate left sides also. I mean from equation first and second, I have to raise this portion. I have to raise. So from first and second equation, what we got, we will get this one. First equation is 1 over e raised to g1 minus 1 over e equal to, this is also c, so instead of this c, I will write this 1 over e minus 1 over e raised to f of 2. Okay? Then this is 1 over e raised to g1. Take this to left side also. So plus 1 over e raised to f of 2 equals 1 over e, and then this minus 1 over e to that side, which is 1 over e. Okay? Now what you got? You got 1 over e raised to g1 plus, sorry, this is 1 over e raised to g1 plus 1 over e raised to f of 2 equals 1 over e plus 1 over e, which is 2 over e. So we have e raised to minus g1 plus e raised to minus f of 2 equals 2 over e. Okay? Since this is an exponential function, so exponential function you always know that is always positive. So e raised to minus g1 is always greater than 0. But sum of this is also positive. So sum of this plus this is 2 over e. Okay? Since this is always greater than 0, it means e raised to minus f of 2 is always less than 2 over e. Why always less than? Because this is positive. So if you add greater than 2 over e, then sum would be greater than 2 over e, right? So you have to add something which is smaller than 2 over e. So e raised to minus f of 2 is less than 2 over e. Now e raised to minus f of 2 is less than 2 over e. Now I can apply both sides log. Base e, we can say ln. So this is ln e raised to minus f of 2. This is less than ln 2 over e. Then this minus f of 2 come this side. So minus f of 2, I got ln e, less than, this is ln 2 minus ln e with log property. Log m by n equals log m minus log n. So minus f of 2, ln e means 1, less than ln 2, and ln e means again 1. But this minus I don't want right here, so I will apply both sides by minus 1. Then this would be plus f of 2, and you know when you apply both sides by minus quantity, then inequality sign will also change. So since this is less, so it will be greater, and this will be minus and this will be plus, so this is 1 minus ln 2. So I got f of 2 greater than 1 minus ln 2. Now we have to check. F of 2 is smaller, f of 2 is greater than 1 minus ln 2, log 2 base e. So option B is right. So we have to select this because we have to choose right one. Similarly, we need to find g of 1 also. Okay. So g of 1, e raised to minus f of 2 is positive. Of course, this is also an exponential function, so it will be positive. Then e raised to minus g1 less than 2 over e. Now apply both sides ln. Same concept. Ln e raised to minus g1 less than ln 2 over e. So this is minus g1 ln e less than ln 2 minus ln e, and this is minus g1 ln e means 1. This is ln 2 ln e means 1 again. I don't want this minus right here, so I have to apply both sides by minus 1. So this is g1, inequality sign will change, greater. This is plus, this will be minus. So 1 minus ln2 we got. So g1 is also greater than 1 minus ln2. Which one is the right option? G1 is greater than 1 minus ln2. It means this would be our the right option. Okay. So now we are going to solve question number 6, JEE Advanced 2018. In this function, domain is 0 to infinity, codomain is all real number, with continuous function such that function is given 1 minus 2x integral 0 to x e raised to x minus t times f of t dt for all x, domain 0 to infinity. Then which of the following statements is or are true? We have 4 options, A, B, C, D. We have to check everything. Now, the starting point is this. This function is given to us. So from here we will start. So I am writing here fx equals 1 minus 2x. See, which one is the integral? Which you have to integrate. This is dt. It means f of t you will integrate. And apart from t variable, rest of the things is constant for this integral. So you can take e raised to x outside of this integral. So 1 minus 2x plus, you can break e raised to x and then integral 0 to x and then e raised to minus t here, and then this is f of t dt. Did you understand? How did I break this? E raised to x plus m equals e raised to x times e raised to n. And generally we don't take, x looks like a variable here. Obviously this is a variable, but for this integral part, since it is dt, so variable will act as only t. And rest of the things like 2 or 5 or x or y or z, anything that will be act like constant and you can take outside from this integral. That's why I took e raised to x here, and I kept only e raised to minus t f of t dt. Only t functions I kept inside this integral. So we got this. Now we obviously y equals fx passes through. It means we need to find function fx. We need to find. So how can we find fx? Now I will try to differentiate both sides and I will try to convert this equation in differential equation, and then if we get differential equation, then we know how to solve differential equation. So let's get started here. So okay, differentiate both sides. It would be f dash x, one derivative is 0, minus 2x means minus 2. Now here I have to apply product rule. So this is first function, this is second function. This is my first function and this whole is a second function. So now product rule of differentiation says first derivative, then second we have to keep as it is. Now first we have to keep as it is, then second derivative. By the way, 1 0 minus 2x is minus 2 plus e raised to x derivative is e raised to x, and then I will keep second one as it is, that is 0 to x e raised to minus t f of t dt, right? Then plus e raised to x I have to keep as it is, and then I have to take derivative of 0 to x e raised to minus t f of t dt, and I have to take derivative of this. Okay, now again over here we have to apply very important concept of differentiation, that is called Newton's Leibniz rule. If you apply that, then we can find derivative of that integral of 0 to x e raised to minus t f of t dt. Okay, then fx dash minus 2 plus, if you observe this one, then what is this? This is e raised to x times 0 to x e raised to minus t f of t dt. This is nothing but this one. So I can replace this with this, and this, from here I can find something which is e raised to x 0 to x e raised to minus t and e raised to minus t f of t here and dt. So if I want only this much, then I have to take these two left side, fx minus 1, here I have to write fx minus 1, and then this side, it means this is plus 2x. Okay, so Only this much equals fx, then minus 1, then plus 2x, which I have written here. Okay. Now replace this with this. So you will have, instead of this, you will write fx minus 1 plus 2x. Now plus e raised to x. Now we have to take derivative of this whole expression. So how you take derivative? You are putting upper limit in this and you are taking derivative of upper limit. So convert d as x, e raised to minus x times. Okay, so minus 2, this is e raised to x, e raised to x, 0 to x, e raised to minus t f of t dt, which I have taken from there, fx minus 1 plus 2x, and e raised to x, and 0 to x e raised to minus t f of t dt. If we differentiate this, then we will put upper limit in place of t. So it will be e raised to minus x f of x, and upper limit derivative is 1, then minus. We have to put 0. We have to put 0 as t, and then we will take derivative of 0. Overall, you will get 0 from here. Now you have to simplify it further. This is f dash x equals minus 2. This is plus fx. This is minus 1. This is plus 2x. This is e raised to x times e raised to minus x. Then fx. That's it. Now you got f dash x equals, this is fx. Actually, this is fx, e raised to x, e raised to minus x. This is e raised to 0. You can cancel this one. This is fx and this is fx. So you got 2fx. So f dash x equals fx plus fx. 2fx. Then this is 2x minus 2 and minus 1 minus 3. We got. Now this one is what? This is differential equation. But very simple differential equation we got. Let fx as y. So obviously f dash x would be dy by dx, right? Then you can convert this in your known differential equation. This would be dy by dx. This is 2y plus 2x minus 3. Okay? And you can also write dy by dx. This is dy. So this is dy by dx. This is minus 2y equals 2x minus 3. So this is 2x minus 3. So what is this? This is linear differential equation. And we know how to solve linear differential equation. Okay, here we need to find integrating factor. So integrating factor is e raised to p dx. So over here integrating factor is e raised to, this is e raised to, what is p? It is p, right? So this is minus 2. So minus 2 dx, which is e raised to minus 2x. And answer is y times integrating factor equals q times integrating factor dx. This is the answer when we have integrating factor. So now y times, what is integrating factor? E raised to minus 2x. Then what is q? Q is this 2x minus 3. This is q. So this is 2x minus 3 times integrating factor, which is e raised to minus 2x dx. Okay? So now again we have to integrate this portion, and over here with the concept of Euler rule. So this is the last one, exponential, that we'll consider as the second one. So here this is your first function, this is your second function. So this is y times e raised to minus 2x equals, first you have to keep as it is 2x minus 3. This one you have to integrate, which is e raised to minus 2x over minus 2. Then minus integral, then we have to differentiate first one. This is 2x minus 3, differentiation means 2, and we have to integrate this. It means e raised to minus 2x over minus 2 dx. Okay? Now this is minus 2 and this is also minus 2. So it will be plus. So I got y times e raised to minus 2x This minus means 2x minus 3, it will convert 3 minus 2x. And this is e raised to minus 2x over 2 now. And this is again e raised to minus 2x, integration is e raised to. Okay, so y times e raised to minus 2x equals 2x minus 3 times e raised to minus 2x over minus 2. So this minus 2 means 3 minus 2x. E raised to minus 2x integration is e raised to minus 2x over minus 2 plus c. Now I will divide both sides by e raised to minus 2x. Because I have e raised to minus 2x over here, e raised to minus 2x over here, e raised to minus 2x over here. So now I will divide both sides. So what I will get? Y equals, I will get 3 minus 2x over 2. This e raised to minus 2x will cancel, this is also cancelled. You will have a minus half. And here you will get c over e raised to minus 2x, which means c, okay, even over e raised to minus 2. What you got? Y equals, this is 3 minus 1, which is 2. 2 over 2 is 1, and minus 2x over 2 is minus x. And here I got c times e raised to 2x. I got this. Now I have to think, when I will substitute here x equals 0, because I can put x equals 0. 0 at 0 we have equality. So if I put x equals 0 here, then what is the value of y? So we have to understand this. At x equals 0, what is f of 0? Let us understand. We have substituted 0. So 0 to 0. Integration is nothing, that is 0. Minus 2 times 0, this is also 0. So this is 0, this is 0, this is 1. So f of 0 how much? Only 1. So at x equal to 0, f of 0 is 1. It means 0, 1 is a point which satisfies this equation. Okay? So put 0, 1 here and find c. So if you put 0, 1 here, so this is 1, this is 1 minus 0, this is c times e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0, so you got c equals to 0. Now you have to put this c over here. So what you will get? You will get y equals 1 minus x, and c was 0, so this is 0. So you got y equals 1 minus x, and what was y? Y was fx. Somewhere I have assumed. So y equals 1 minus x, it means fx equals 1 minus x I got. So this is my function. 1 minus x I got. Now I have to observe options. First option, y equal to fx passes through 1, 2. If x is 1, then y is 2. Let us verify here. If you put x equals 1 here, okay, so then 1 minus 1 is 0. So we will get 0. So 1, 0 should be the point, not 1, 2. So it means option A is wrong. Now option B, y equal fx passes through 2, minus 1. Now x is 2, then y is minus 1. Let us understand. If you put x equals 2 here, then 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So x is 2, then y is minus 1. X is 2, y is minus 1. It means option B is right. Now area of the region bounded by fx and root 1 minus x square. Okay? But what about domain? Only 0, 1. So this is a domain 0 to 1. That's it. The area bounded by these two curves is pi minus 2 by 4. Actually, this is a mathematical language. This type of language is also, this is not a very tough problem or a very new problem to you. This type of expression is also available in NCERT. If you have gone through with your NCERT, then you must have seen this type of problem, this type of symbolic representation. Okay, so right here we need to find area of the region bounded by fx and root 1 minus x square, where the domain is 0, 1. Both are same options, but they found this fx, okay, which was 1 minus x. Now something is given to us for option C. Y lies between fx and root 1 minus x square, and domain is 0 to 1. This is domain 0 to 1. So let us understand what is the portion for this y when this y lies between this fx and this root 1 minus x square. Okay, now if you observe, what is this? Let us understand this first. Okay, this is y, if you equate y equals root 1 minus x square, right? Square both sides. Y square 1 minus x square. So x square plus y square equals 1. So this is a part of circle. This is the equation of circle. So radius 1 and center 0, 0. So this is a circle, okay? This is x axis, this is y axis. And here, now if you observe domain, this is 0 and this is 1. So x is allowed between 0 to 1. So first of all, this portion is not valid. Okay, now we understood this. And this is y equals root. Root is always positive. Y cannot be negative. So this is also not valid. So what we have? We have only this. I mean 1/4 of the circle. Okay. This is 1 comma 0 and this is 0 comma 1. Okay. Now y fx equals 1 minus x. We need to draw this graph also. Now if you put 1 here, then fx would be 0. So there is 1 point. And if you put x as 0, then y is 1. Then this point. Then this is a straight line like this. For this also, domain is 0 to 1. So this is a graph for this line and this is a graph for this. Now we will check about inequality. Right now this we have drawn graph. Now we will check about inequality. What is that? This y is always greater than fx. This y is always greater than fx. It means y is whatever. This is greater than fx. This is fx greater than fx. This is your portion. Up direction. Okay? And but this y is smaller than this circle. I mean less than or equal to 1 minus x square. So smaller than this. It means this one. Okay? Inside of this. Now, what is the common portion? Common portion is this. Only this one. So we need to find area of this portion. And area of this portion is area of 1/4 of circle minus area of this triangle, right? So since radius is, I can use calculus also, but I don't want to use calculus. This is a simple one. So area of shaded region, area of shaded region equals 1/4 of the circle area, that is pi, radius is 1, so pi r square over 4 minus area of this triangle, okay, this triangle. So this is 1, this is also 1, so base is 1, height is also 1. Area of the right angle triangle is half times base times height, because this is right angle triangle. So what I got here, if I will explain, area of the shaded region is pi by 4 minus 1 by 2. Now if you solve, then this is pi minus 2 by 4. So area of the shaded region is pi minus 2 by 4. Now if you observe in the option, area of the region for this curve is pi minus 2 by 4. And second option is pi minus 1 by 4. We got pi minus 2 by 4. It means option C is right and option D is wrong. So here right options are B and C. So this is question number 7. This is integer type problem of 2018 JEE Advanced. The value of, try to listen, the value of log line base 2 whole square raised to 1 over log of log 9 base 2 and base 2 times root 7 raised to 1 over log 7 base 4. This is a question which is based on log properties. So first of all, I would like to explain those properties which I am going to use in this question. So let us understand. First of all, we know log A base A. Log A base A equals 1. Second, we know log of A base B is 1 over log of B base A. It can exchange. You can swap A and B, but you have to write in division form. And very important property which this question wants you to use, that is A raised to log of B base C. Here A and B you can swap, you can exchange. So now it will be B raised to log of this A will come here and base will be same, like this property. So check how to do this one. Okay, I will start from here. And one more property they want to use. For example, log x raised to m, you have base A, then this m you have to write in multiplication form, and this will be m times log x base A. Or you have this m, then you can take back to the power, then you will get this one. So either you can write from left side to right side and right side to left side also you can write. Okay, now come to the question. This, first of all, you know this property, x raised to m raised to n. It is x raised to m times n, right? This one. This is indices property. Now this whole raised to this, and then 2 will multiply with this, which you will write log 9 base 2 raised to 2 times this 2 will multiply by this. But I won't write 1 over, because 1 over log B base A I can write log A base B. So instead of 1 over, I will write 2 times log of this log 9 base 2 I will write in base, and this 2 I will write for this bracket. So I will write log of 2, but base would be log 9 base 2. Base is log 9 base 2. This is your base. Okay? And times, here also I will write 1 over log 7 base 4. I will write first root 7, and then again I will use this property. Then I will write log of 4 base 7. Okay. Now this 2 will come in the power of this, like m will come in the power of x, then you will have x raised to m. So next step, this 2 will come here. So this is log 9 base 2 raised to 2 raised to 2 is 4. So you got log 4, and this is log 9 base 2. Base is log 9 base 2. And this times, now again I will use this property, a raised to log b base C, exchange. Then I will get this root 7 and this 4. I have to exchange this root 7 and this 4. Then I will have 4 raised to log of root 7, and here I will get 7. Okay. Now again here a raised to log b base C. So this 4 and this bracket will again exchange. I will write 4 raised to log of, instead of this 4, I will write log of log 9 base 2. And what is base? Base is also log 9 base 2. Okay? And then times, this is 4 raised to log of root 7 means 7 raised to half, and this is base 7. Now if you observe, what is this? Log A base A, log 9 base 2, log 9 base 2. So this is log A base A. First property, log A base A is 1. So here this is 4 raised to 1 times this half will come in multiplication. So I will get 4 raised to half, and times I got log 7 base 7. So this is 4 times 4 raised to half, and log 7 base 7 is again 1. So I got 4 times 4 raised to half means root 4. So 4 times 2, that is 8. Okay, so now we are going to solve question number 8, JEE Advanced 2018. The number of 5-digit numbers which are divisible by 4 with digits from the set 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the repetition of digits is allowed. So here we need to form 5-digit numbers which are divisible by 4. So now we will remember those properties where numbers are divisible by 4. So if I recall, then the numbers which are divisible by 4, for those numbers last 2 digits are also divisible by 4. So we need to form 5-digit numbers. So for example, this is first digit, second, third, fourth and fifth. Okay, so these two are the last 2 places. So if here whatever 2 digits you will place or we will place, these 2 digits, last 2 digits must be divisible by 4. So now we have to form, okay, what are those 2 digits we have to keep over here. Okay, so let's get started. For example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here I am trying to form such numbers. We have total digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so for these 2, if I write here 1, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I write here 1 and 2, then it will be 12. Okay, and 12 is divisible by 4. It means, yeah, 12 is possible. So okay, let us discuss one by one. So okay, if I start by 1, so then 1 and 2 is valid. 1 and 3 does not divisible by 4. 1, 4, 14 also not. 1, 5, 15 also not. Then we will start by 2. 2, 1, 21. 21 is also not divisible by 4. Then 2, 3 not. 2, 4. Okay, now this is here 2 and here 4. So 24. 24 is divisible by 4. Then 2, 4 we did. 2, 5 is also not possible. Now 3. 3, 1 is not possible. 3, 2, yes. This is 3 and 2. This is 32. And 32 is divisible by 4. Now 3, 4 is also not possible. 3, 5 is also not possible. Now we will start by 4. So 4, 1 not possible. 4, 2 not possible. 4, 3 not possible. But 4, 4 is possible because digits can repeat. It is mentioned in the question. Now 4, 5 is also not possible. Then we will start by 5. 5, 1 not possible. 5, 2 possible. And 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5 not possible. Similarly, 1, 1 not possible. 2, 2 not possible. 3, 3 not possible. So we got 1, 2, 3. 3 places here, here, here and here. So this, for example, this is the first case. In this case, this must be 1 and 2. Here 2 and 4, 3 and 2, 4, 4 and 5, 2. These are the 5 cases. Okay. So let us understand in first case. So in first case, 1 and 2 is fixed. What about these 3 places? Digits can repeat. Repetition of digits is allowed. So this can be filled by any one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this place can be filled by 5 ways. This is 5 ways. This is not 5 ways. Similarly, digits can repeat. So this can be also filled by 5 ways. Similarly, this can be also filled by 5 ways. So these are the ways. 5 times 5 times 5. 1 and 2, that is 12. It means that is fixed. So 5 times 5 times 5. How much? 5 times 5 times 5. So this is first case. Similarly, second case also 5, 5, 5. 5 times 5 times 5 times. 5 times 5 times 5 times. 5 times 5 times 5 times. So this is 5, 5, 5. I mean 125. So here 125 cases, 125, 125, 125, 125. By the way, 5 times. 5, 5, 5. Now times 5. Why this 5? Because of 5 number of cases we got. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. because of this 5. And why these 3 5? Because of this one. 5 ways, 5 ways, 5 ways. So if you multiply, then this is 625. So what was the question? Question was the number of 5-digit numbers. So number of 5-digit numbers is 625. So this is integer type problem, but in 2018 they have changed the pattern. Previously it was from 0 to 9 and I mean single digit number. This time they have changed the pattern. They have given a question which is based on integer, but this time it is not between 0 and 9. It can be even 0.5 also. It can be greater than 9 also, like 625. Okay. Now we are going to learn question number 9, 2018 JEE Advanced, paper 1. Number of real solutions of the equation sine inverse. We have to understand here, in this question they have applied the concept of inverse trigonometric function and the summation of geometric progression till infinity. So it's again mixed concept. Sine inverse, summation x raised to I plus 1 and limit is I equals 1 to infinity, then minus x, then again summation x over 2 raised to I equals 1 to infinity, equals pi by 2 minus cos inverse, again summation I equals 1 to infinity, minus x over 2 raised to I minus summation I equals 1 to infinity minus x raised to I. Line in the interval. I mean this equation, this big equation is given to us. Now we have to solve this equation for x and then we will find value of x. Actually this time they are not asking exact value. They are asking how many solutions will have between minus half to half. So here the inverse, I mean sine inverse and cos inverse are the inverse trigonometric function. Range is also given, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 for sine inverse x and 0 to pi for cos inverse x. Okay, now we have to start. So before starting this question, I want to explain a little bit about inverse trigonometric function. I want to revise. When you have AR square, AR cube, dot till infinity, then answer was a upon 1 minus r, where mod r less than 1. Okay, this is the first point I want to explain. Second, when we have sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. Okay, when we have sine inverse x plus cos inverse x, then the answer is pi by 2. Or you can write it like when you have sine inverse x equals pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. It means when it is pi by 2 or sine inverse x equals pi by 2 minus cos inverse x, then this x and this x must be same. Here we have to expand it very carefully, like sine inverse I equals 1, so 1 plus 1 is 2, so its first term would be x square, then again 1, then x cube. So x square plus x cube plus x raised to 4 plus x raised to 5 dot. If I is infinity, then x raised to infinity, and x raised to infinity is infinity. So it comes like this. Okay, this is my first expansion. Then minus. We have this x, I will write here. Then again I have to expand this, x over 2 raised to I is 1. So this is x over 2. Then this is x over 2 whole square, then this is x over 2 whole cube, dot. Okay, and then final bracket for this one, sine inverse. Now sine inverse is completed. Equal to pi by 2 here, minus this cos inverse, then I equals 1, so minus x by 2. So here minus x by 2. Then again minus x by 2 whole square, similarly like that, it is okay. Now again minus sign, then we have to complete this also. If I is 1, then this is minus x. If I is 2, then this is minus x whole square, then similarly minus x whole cube and all. Okay, now we have to solve it. So this sine inverse, and again first term is x square till infinity. Formula is a over 1 minus r. So a is x square over 1 minus r. R means common ratio. So x cube over x square, that is x. So we got this. Then this minus, then x. Now we have to solve this. First term is x by 2 over 1 minus r. R is also x by 2. So sine inverse is completed, equals pi by 2 minus cos inverse minus x by 2, and this is minus x by 2 whole square. Similarly it goes like that. Then a over 1 minus r. A is minus x by 2 over 1 minus r. R itself minus x by 2. So it will be plus x by 2. Then this minus sign here. A is minus x over 1 minus r. R itself minus x, so it will be plus x. And like that. Okay? Now just we have to solve. So how can we solve this? This is sine inverse x square over 1 minus x. Then this minus. This is x times x is x square over, this is 2 minus x. By the way, this is x square over 2 and this is 2 minus x over 2. Then 2 and 2 got cancelled. We got only minus x square over 2 minus x equals pi by 2 here. Or what we can do? We can write this minus cos inverse x to left side, and I will write plus cos inverse. And this is minus x over 2, and this is 2 plus x over 2. So this is 2 plus x, okay? And this is minus minus plus x over 1 plus x equals how much? Pi by 2. So we got a little bit simplified version of this expression. Now sine inverse something plus cos inverse something equals pi by 2. Then these two brackets must be equal. Why? Because sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Now I am going to equate these two brackets. So this is x square over 1 minus x and minus x square over 2 minus x equals minus x over 2 plus x and then plus x over 1 plus x. Now solve this, then this would be 2x square minus x cube minus x square plus x cube over 1 minus x times 2 minus x equals, again, x square times 2, 2x square minus x cube, then minus x square, then plus x cube over 1 minus x times 2 minus x. And what is this? Minus x times 1, this is minus x square, then 2 times x, that is 2x plus x square over 2 plus x times 1 plus x. Okay? Now if you observe, minus x cube and plus x cube got cancelled. And this is minus x square plus x square also got cancelled. So 2x square minus x square. What we got? Only x square. Over 1 times 2 is 2 minus x minus 2x plus x square equals minus x plus 2x. That is x over 2 times 1, 2 plus 2x. Then x plus x square. Okay? Now students are doing blunder at this step. What was the question? Question was find the number of solution. And what students will do? X square and x, they can cancel x square by x and they will write x. Over here, they will lose one answer, 1 zeros of this expression, that is x equals to 0. So when we are going to find number of solutions or when we are going to find solutions, then we should not cancel variables. Okay, so I'm not gonna cancel this one. I will solve, or I will take this to left side. Then what will I get? Then I will get x square over x square, x minus 2x minus 3x plus 2, and I will take to left side, minus x, x square 2x plus x is 3x plus 2 equal to 0. And I will take x square next, I will take x common. So now take x common here. So I will get x over x square minus 3x plus 2 minus 1 over x square, because already I have taken x. So this is x square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Now here x, and then cross multiplication again, x times x square, that is x cube, then this is 3x square, then 2x, then minus 1 times this, minus x square plus 3x minus 2 over x square minus 3x plus 2 times x square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Now either x would be 0 or this bracket would be 0, right? So x would be 0 or this bracket would be 0. So numerator would be 0. So that is x cube, 3x square minus x square plus 3x square minus x square, 2x square, 2x plus 3x, 5x, and minus 2 equal to 0. So either this equal to 0 or this equal to 0. So if you observe, between minus half to half, x equals 0. One solution we got. Now this is a cubic equation. So cubic equation, number of real roots can have 1 or 3. So we have to check whether, right now we are not going to find solutions, just we have to check whether how many solutions will have, whether 3 or 1. Okay, so we have calculus method to check this. So let us assume this as fx. Fx equals x cube plus 2x square plus 5x minus 2. Okay, and now differentiate both sides. Then we will have a dash x, which is 3x square plus 4x plus 5. So this is a quadratic equation, right? So in quadratic equation, we know if a is positive, and d is negative, then that quadratic equation is always positive. So a is 3, which is greater than 0. Can we find d? b square minus 4 is 6. So 4 square minus 4 times 3 times 5. So I got d less than 0. So a positive and d negative. It means this quadratic equation is always positive. It means f dash x is always positive. It means fx is a strictly increasing function, right? And a strictly increasing function. So for this fx, I need to draw where will be the solution. This is minus half and this is plus half. Okay, so between minus half and plus half we need to find. By the way, if you put x equals 0 in this, then you will get minus 2. So we got this point. And if you put x equals half, so you can check half whole cube, 2 times half whole square plus 5 times half minus 2. So obviously it would be positive. So here you will have this one point. So graph would be like this. Okay. So what you got? There is a one solution here between 0 and half. So one solution is this and one solution is exactly 0. So there is no need to find exact value between 0 and half. Just they are asking how many real solutions they can have. So for the question, main question, the real solution are 2. One is x equal to 0 and other is between 0 to half. By the way, no need to write this, it's an integer type question. So how many number of solutions they can have? Answer is 2. Answer is 2. I mean, you have to write in this form. This is your answer, 2. I hope you guys understood this. Now we are going to learn question number 10, 2018 JEE Advanced. Let X be the set consisting of the first 2018 terms of the arithmetic progression 1, 6, 11 dot dot dot, and Y be the set consisting of the first 2018 terms of the arithmetic progression 9, 16, 23 dot dot dot. Then the number of elements in the set X union Y. It means, okay, number of elements of X union Y, we have just a standard formula for this. This is a simple question. Number of elements in X union Y equals number of elements in X plus number of elements in Y minus number of elements in X intersection Y. It means common of X and Y we have to subtract. Okay. So number of elements in X. So in X we have 2018 terms. So it will be 2018. Number of elements in Y. In Y also we have to take 2018 terms. So it will be 2018. But the problem is, how many numbers are common between X and Y? So we need to find this. This is the actual question. Find number of elements which are common. Okay, so we have to understand this. By the way, we have to write X set and Y set right here. So I am giving a space for this. This is a space, and in this space I will solve further. So X set is 1, 6, 11. What is the common difference? 5. So write some terms because we need to find common of X and Y. So 1, 6, 11, then 16, 21, then 26, then 31, then 36, then 41, 46, 51, 56, dot dot dot. It will continue like that. Next set is Y. Okay, what is Y set? Y set is 9, then 16, then 23. So what's the common difference? 7. Okay, so 23 plus 7, that is 30, then again 7, 37, then again 7, 44, then again 7, 51, then again 7, 58, dot dot dot. Now if I observe X set and Y set, then common I can get X intersection Y. Okay, so X intersection Y, what we are getting, this is 16, this is also 16, then 21, 26, 31, 36, 41, 46, here we don't have 46, then 51, and this is also 51. So first term would be 16, then 51, then similarly we can have more number of terms. So we got X intersection Y set. But the problem is we need to find number of element. How many elements are there in X intersection Y? Also a problem. So now we need to find last term of X set and last term of Y set. Okay. So okay, and X means nth term of X set, which is A plus n minus 1b. Generally we have this formula, an equals A plus n minus 1b. A means first term, that is 1, plus n is 2018. Actually we need to find, I should write it A to 2018 and X means I am presenting X set. So this is 1 plus 2018 minus 1 times 5. Now 2018th term of X, this X 2018th term, last term of X set is 1 plus 2018 minus 1 times 5, that is a common difference. You can calculate, you will have 10,086. Similarly, 2018th term of y we need to find. So that is represented by dash, which is a plus n minus 1d again. A is 9, you can check. And 2018 minus 1 times 7, common difference, 16 minus 9, that is 7. You will calculate, you will get 14,128. So last term, 2018th term of x is smaller than 2018th term of set y. By the way, our common elements cannot exceed 10,018. So last term of common elements, I mean x intersection y, is always less than equal to 10,086. So un means last term of x intersection y, less than 10,086. Now un equals 16 plus n minus 1 again d. 16 means first term, n minus 1, and d 35 means common difference, 51 minus 16. Then you can take 16 right side like this, and 35 you can divide, and then you will take minus 1 to right side, and you will calculate, you will have n smaller than or equal to 288.71. So n must be smaller than or equal to 288.71. So 288.71 smaller integer is 288. So n equals 288. So how many common elements we got till 10,086? That is 288. So common elements we found, number of common elements, that is 288. Now we can apply over here. Number of elements in x 2018, number of elements in y 2018, and number of elements in x intersection y, that is common, that is 288. Okay, now you can calculate 2018 plus 2018 minus 288, that equals 3748. So this is a final answer for this question. So now this is question number 11. For each positive integer n, let yn equals 1 over n, then big bracket raised to 1 over n, and inside the bracket we have n plus 1, n plus 2, dot n plus n, where box of x is denoted by greatest integer of x. Then we need to find limit yn tends to infinity, that is just capital L. Then we need to find greatest integer of this L. So actually we need to find limit of yn till infinity. So I will write yn as n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3, dot n plus n raised to 1 over n over, this is n. So instead of n, I will write n raised to 1 over n, because this n and this n can cancel. So now yn equals n plus 1 times n plus 2 times n plus n over n raised to n, then raised to 1 over n, because numerator part already had raised to 1 over n, and in denominator part we made something raised to 1 over n. So n raised to n, then full raised to 1 over n. Now this yn I will write n plus 1 over n, n plus 2 over n, dot n plus n over n, and then raised to 1 over n. Okay, then again I will write yn equals n plus 1 over n, it means 1 plus 1 over n, then 1 plus 2 over n, dot 1 plus n over n, and raised to 1 over n. So we have simplified till this step. Now the point is, how can I solve further? So what's the question? Question is limit infinity we need to find. So apply limit both sides. So limit here n tends to infinity. So this is yn, and this is limit n tends to infinity, and this is 1 plus 1 over n, 1 plus 2 over n dot 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 1 plus n over n raised to 1 over n. Okay. Now this is a general question. Generally IIT-JEE is asking this type of question almost every year. So now what can we do? We can apply both sides log. So here if we apply log both sides, then we will have ln yn, obviously limit n tends to infinity. Here also limit n tends to infinity. If we apply ln, then 1 over n will come in multiplication, 1 over n, and this will be ln 1 plus 1 over n times 1 plus 2 over n times 1 plus n over n. Okay? And then we will solve further. Now this is ln yn limit n tends to infinity equals limit n tends to infinity. This, because of this ln, we can break like ln x times y as ln x plus ln y. So I will write ln 1 plus 1 over n, then plus ln 1 plus 2 over n, then dot dot dot, then plus ln 1 plus n over n, this one, and this 1 over n will be in multiplication like 1 over n. Okay? Then limit n tends to infinity. These all terms are written in plus form. So I can write in summation form as well. So this is summation ln 1 plus r by n times 1 over n. Why r? I will write r equals 1 to n. Okay? If we put r, then ln 1 plus 1 over n we will get, then put r equals 2, then ln 1 plus 2 over n, similarly we will get. Now after this, we know how to proceed. We are converting this summation in integration, this r over n as x, this 1 over n as dx, and now we are solving. So now we can apply this concept here. This is ln yn limit n tends to infinity, ln yn limit n tends to infinity, and then this would be summation will be integration ln 1 plus x and 1 over n is dx. Now if r is 1 over n, but n is infinity, so that is 0. If upper limit is n over n is 1, so this is 1. Now we have to integrate this. First we are keeping as it is, we are integrating second one. So this is ln 1 plus x times 1 integration is x, then we will apply limit 0 to 1, then minus 0 to 1, then first we are differentiating. So ln 1 plus x is 1 over 1 plus x, then 1 plus x derivative is 1, then again 1 integration is x. So here I got, if I apply 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2, so I will get ln 2 times 1, okay, then 1, and then 0 is 0, okay, then minus 0 to 1, this is x over 1 plus x dx, right? Then what I can do, I will write x plus 1 minus 1, and then this is ln 2 minus, this is x plus 1 over x plus 1, this is 1 integration is x, then minus 1 over 1 plus x, this is ln 1 plus x, okay, and limit is 0 to 1. So this is ln 2 minus, put upper limit, that is 1 minus 1 plus 1 is 2. If I put lower limit, then this is 0 and ln1 is also 0. So minus 0. So then I will get left side is ln yn limit n tends to infinity. Then we are very close to our answer. This is ln2 minus plus ln2. So we got 2 ln2 minus 1. This 2 will come here. So we will get ln4, and this one I can write ln e. So I can write 4 over e. Ln yn limit n tends to infinity. So ln yn, and this is ln4 over e. So if we compare, then we will get yn limit n tends to infinity equals 4 over e. So this is the question. Limit yn tends to infinity. So we got 4 over e. So what we got actually? We got L. L is 4 over e. But right now we need to find greatest integer of L. So this is 4 over 2. L value is approx 2.7. So this is 4 over 2.7, and this is 1 point something. So if it is greater, if value lies between 1 and 2, then greatest integer is always 1. So answer is 1. Okay, now we are going to solve question number 12. Let A and B be the two unit vectors such that A dot B equals 0 for some xy belongs to R. C equals xa plus yb plus A cross B vector. If modulus of C is 2 and vector C is inclined at the same angle alpha to both A and B, then the value of 8 cos square alpha is what? Okay, so A dot B is 0, it means A and B perpendicular. By the way, C equals we have given over here. Oh, in this we have to apply this one also. A dot A cross B is 0, we know. B dot also A cross B is 0. And A dot B itself 0 is given. Now this C is given. This vector C equals xa plus yb plus A cross B, right? Now, if you remember one formula, then A plus B plus C mod square is mod A square, mod B square, mod C square plus twice of A dot B, B dot C, C dot A, right? We will apply this concept over here. Apply both sides mod like this and then square. So this is mod C square, this is x, mod A square, this is y, B vector square, this is A cross B whole square, then plus twice of, now we have to understand, x A dot B, right? xy dot A dot B, A dot B is 0. Now B dot C, B dot A cross B, that is also 0. Now CA, I mean A cross B dot A, that is also 0. So mod C is given, that is 2. So this is 2 square, which is okay, 2 square. This is x square, and A and B are the two unit vectors. So magnitude of A is also 1. So this is times 1. Y square, B is also unit vector, so 1. And A cross B, so this is A cross B means mod A, mod B, sine theta, then n cap and mod a square. This is 1, this is 1. By the way, A and B, A dot B is 0, it means A and B are perpendicular. So angle between them is 90 degrees. So from here, this is 4, this is x square, this is y square. 1 times sine 90 is 1, and n cap magnitude is also 1. So this is 1. So what we got? We got x square plus y square equal to 3. We got this relation. Okay. Now C equals xa plus yb plus a cross b, right? Now angle between C and A and C and B both are same, that is alpha. Apply both sides, dot A. So this is C dot A, which is x. A dot A is mod A square, A is unit vector, so this is 1. Now y b dot A, that is 0. A dot b dot C, that is also 0. And C dot A means mod C, mod A and cos alpha, which is x. So from here we got mod C is 2, A is magnitude of A is 1. So we got 2 cos alpha here. Similarly, apply both sides, dot B. So this would be C dot B. This is x, A dot B, that is 0. Now y b dot b dot b is modulus of b square, that is 1. So only y. And A cross b dot b, that is 0. And this is mod C, mod b. Angle between b and c is also alpha, so cos alpha equals y. So here also we got y equals, this is 2, this is 1, cos alpha. So this is 2 cos alpha. So y is also 2 cos alpha. Now put those two things over here. Cos alpha whole square, which is 4 cos square alpha. Then y square again, 4 cos square alpha equals 3. So this is 8 cos square alpha equals 3. Question was find the value of 8 cos square alpha. So 8 cos square alpha is 3. So it's a pretty simple question. Okay. Now we are going to solve question number 13. Let ABC be 3 non-zero real numbers such that this equation root 3 a cos x plus 2b sin x equal to c, where x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and has two distinct real roots alpha and beta, with alpha plus beta is pi by 3, then the value of b over a is what? Okay, so alpha and beta are the two distinct real roots of this. So alpha and beta, first of all, alpha does not equal to beta, where alpha beta also, alpha lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and beta is also lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now alpha minus beta I want to take. So alpha minus beta, maximum value can be pi by 2 and then minus of this minus pi by 2, so it can be pi. And subtraction is like minus pi by 2, then minus sign and then this pi by 2, so it can be again minus pi. So minus pi to pi, it can be possible. Where alpha plus beta is fixed, which is given to us, that is pi by 3. Okay, these are the informations. Yeah, one more information we have, root 3 a cos x plus 2b sin x equal to c, having roots alpha and beta. Alpha beta are the two roots of this equation. It means alpha will satisfy this as well as beta will satisfy this. So when alpha will satisfy this, then you will have root 3a cos alpha plus 2b sin alpha equal to c. This is my first equation. Now beta will also satisfy this. Then you will have root 3a cos beta plus 2b sin beta equal to c. This is my second equation. Okay. So if I observe first equation and second equation, those two are equal to c. So I can equate these two equations. So from first and second I got root 3a cos alpha plus 2b sin alpha equal to, this c is replaced by root 3a cos beta plus 2b sin beta. Then take everything to left side. Then this is root 3 a cos alpha minus root 3a cos beta. So I can take root 3a and here I will write cos alpha minus cos beta. Now plus 2b sin alpha, left side minus 2b sin beta. So this is 2b, then sin alpha minus sin beta equal to 0. Okay. Now this is root 3 a cos c minus cos b minus 2 sin c minus d by 2 times sin c plus d by 2. So root 3a minus 2 sin alpha minus beta by 2 times sin alpha plus beta by 2. Okay. Now plus 2b sin c minus sin d minus 2 sin c minus d by 2, it means alpha minus beta by 2 times cos of alpha plus beta by 2 equal to 0. That side is equal to 0. Now this is minus 2 root 3a and this is sin. First I should take 2 sin alpha minus beta, because 2 sin alpha minus beta by 2 is here and this is also here, but this is sin alpha minus sin beta, right, which is 2 sin, not minus, sorry, it is plus. So 2 sin alpha minus beta by 2, if you take common, then over here you will have minus root 3a sin alpha plus beta is how much? Pi by 3. It would be pi by 6. Now plus this is 2b cos pi by 6 equal to 0. Okay. So here I got 2, you can take in denominator of 0 and you will have sin alpha minus beta by 2 times, this is minus root 3a sin 30 degree is half plus 2b cos 30 degree is root 3 over 2, now equal to 0. Now we have to understand whether this would be 0 or this would be 0. So what we had, alpha minus beta was minus pi to pi. Now it is divided by 2, so divide by 2. So I got alpha minus beta by 2 between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. I mean, in which quadrant? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 here. And this. Now, we have to understand whether this sin alpha minus beta by 2 would be 0 or not. It is not possible because alpha and beta was not equal. If alpha and beta is equal, then we can say alpha and beta equal, then sin alpha would be 0. But alpha beta cannot be equal. And minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, then sin alpha minus beta by 2 cannot be 0. So here we understood sin alpha minus beta by 2 cannot be 0. Why? Because already alpha does not equal to beta. This is given. So alpha minus beta does not equal to 0. So alpha minus beta by 2 does not equal to 0. So if it is not equal to 0, then it cannot be 0. But it can be 0 when alpha minus beta by 2 will come pi, but it cannot because minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is the range. Okay, it means this is minus root 3a over 2 equal to plus 2b root 3 over 2 equal to 0. This plus this equal to 0. So here we got this 2 and 2 we can cancel. Root 3b, I can take to this side, root 3b, and this is root 3a over 2, and root 3 also cancel. So b over a we got 1 over 2, which is 0.5. So question was b over a. Find the value of b over a, which is 0.5. Okay, this is question number 14. A farmer F1 has a land in the shape of the triangle with vertices P 0, 0, Q 1, 1 and R 2, 0. From this land, a neighboring farmer F2 takes away a region which lies between the sides PQ and the curve of the form y equals x raised to n, where n is greater than 1. If the area of the region taken away by the farmer F2 is exactly 30% of the area of the triangle PQR, then the value of n is. I think this is a simple one. This is based on coordinate geometry as well as definite integration. Let us understand. Okay, so first of all, we will draw a possible graph for this. P, which is 0, 0. Q, this is 1. This is Q, 1, 1. And then this is R, 2, 0. So this is a triangle. Okay. So a farmer F1 has a land in the shape of the triangle. Okay, this is F1 farmer's land. From this land, a neighboring farmer F2 takes away the region which lies between the side PQ, this is P and Q, and the curve of the form y equals x raised to n. So this x raised to n will be like x square, x cube, x raised to 4, x raised to 5, something like that. So, okay, which kind of graph it will be? If you put 0, then it will be 0. If you put x1, then y equal to 1. It means graph will be like this. It will go up like this because n is greater than 1. So, this graph we have y equals x raised to. This graph, it has equation y equals x raised to n. Okay. Now this area is 30% of the area of the triangle PQR. So we need to find this area. Okay. So if I apply vertical rectangle concept, then this is 0, 0, this is 1, 1. So it means this is the equation of a straight line passing through origin. And 1 minus 0 is 1 over 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 over 1 is 1. The slope is 1. Y equal to x is a straight line. And this x raised to n is already given. This is 1. So what is the area? Area of the shaded region. Area of the shaded region, which is upper limit x, upper function is x minus lower function x raised to n dx, and between 0 to 1 it will be 0 to 1. Okay. So if we integrate, x square over 2 minus x raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1, 0 to 1. And then apply upper limit is 1 over 2 minus 1 over n plus 1. And if we have minus 0 minus 0, now solve it. This is 1 times n plus 1 is n plus 1 and minus 2 over twice of n plus 1 we got. So this is n minus 1 over twice of n plus 1 we got. Okay. This is the area of the shaded region. I mean this area has been taken away, but that area is equal to 30% of the area of the triangle PQR. Okay. So indirectly this equal to 30% of area of the triangle PQR. So now 0.3, the triangle PQR, this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is base and this is height. Base is 2, height is 1. So half times base is 2, height is 1, this is cancelled. This is 0.3. So actually this is 0.3. So now we have to solve this and we need to find the value of n. Okay. So this n minus 1 over twice of n plus 1 equal to 0.3 over 1. Now cross multiplication. N minus 1, 0.3 times 2, that is 0.6 n and plus 0.6 as well. Take this side, n minus 0.6 n, it means 0.4 n, and this is 1.6, n equal to 1.6 over 0.4, which is 4. So the question was find the value of n. The value of n is 4. Okay, this is question number 15. This is a passage based question, but passage is very simple, but the question is very lengthy. S with a circle in xy plane defined by equation x square plus y square equals 4. This is just a passage, and this is a question for 15, and we have next question 16, which is based on this passage. By the way, this question we will check. Let E1, E2 and F1, F2 be the chords of S passing through the point P naught 1, 1 and parallel to x-axis and y-axis respectively. Let G1, G2 be the chords of S passing through point P naught and having slope -1. Let the tangents to S at E1 and E2 meet at E3. The tangents to S at F1 and F2 meet at F3, and tangents to S at G1 and G2 meet at G3. Then the point E3, F3 and G3 lie on the curve. We have 4 options over here, x plus y 4 and like that. So in this question, if I observe, there are too much information. So sometimes students get frightened to see this type of question, but if you take daring a step, then you can easily solve this one. Okay, so I am trying to solve this, try to understand. This is not difficult, but yeah, we have too much information, so we have to be very careful to solve this question. S with a circle in xy plane defined by equation x square plus y square equals 4. So it means this is a circle like this, and this is a circle. Okay, center is 0, 0, and radius, this is 4, so radius is 2, 2, 0, this is 0, 2, this is -2, 0, and this is 0, -2. So this is just a passage which I have plotted. Now we will check about the question. What is this? E1, E2 and F1, F2 be the chords of S passing through P naught 1, 1. So this is 2, this is 2, so 1, 1 will be here, and this is P naught. Okay, from here we have to pass 2 chords parallel to x-axis as well as parallel to y-axis. So this is my chord. Okay, parallel to x-axis, and here parallel to y-axis. Okay, now respectively E1, E2 and F1, F2. So suppose this is a chord, right? So suppose this is E1, this is E2, this is F1 for example, this is F2. So E1, E2 and F1, F2, 2 chords we have drawn. Now G1, G2 be the chord of S passing through P naught, I mean from here, but slope is -1. Okay, so any straight line which is passing through this 1, 1, okay, and slope is -1. What is that? You can check. Y -1, slope is -1, then x -1. So y -1 equals -x plus 1, which is x plus y equals to 2. So this is 1, 1, this is 2, 0, 0, 2, x plus y equal to 2. We need to draw, I mean this chord there, this chord they want, like this chord. Okay, if I draw pure straight line, then it would be this one. This is also same. Okay, so by the way, we got this. Let G1, G2 be the chord of S. So it was G1. So here we can consider it G1, and this is G2. So let tangents to S at E1 and E2 meet at E3. E1 and E2. Okay, we have to draw a tangent from here. Okay, I'll draw tangent by different pen, like red pen. So tangent at E2. So it will be like this, and E1. it will intersect on y-axis. Why? We have two options, two methods to check it will both intersect on y-axis. First is we can find equation of this tangent and we can solve. Second by symmetric, because this is just a symmetric with respect to y-axis. So it will both will intersect on y-axis. Now again next one. And the tangents at F1 and F2 meet at F3. Okay, we need to draw tangent at F1 also. So F1 tangent will be here and F2 tangent will be here. It will meet also over here. E1, E2, this is E3. This is F1, F2, intersection is F3. Next point is tangent to S at G1, G2 meet at G3. Where is G1? G1 is here, right? So G1 is here. If I draw tangent like this and this, it will intersect here and this is called G3. So now if we observe, then the points E3, F3 and G3, this is E3, this is G3, this is F3. Now we have to check these 3 points lie on which curve? A, B, C, which curve? I don't know, but we have to check on which curve it will lie. By the way, G3 we can find easily. This is 2, this parallel to y-axis, this line x equal to 2, this is y equal to 2, so G3 is 2, 2. So G3 we found. Now we need to find E3 and F3. Let us understand how. Can we find E2 point? If we put, this is a circle, if we put like this is y equal to 1, so this is y equal to 1. Now if we put y equal to 1 in the equation of circle, equation of the circle is x square plus y square equal to 4. Now put y equal to 1, so x equal to, we will get root plus minus 3. So this is minus 3, this will be plus 3. So this is minus root 3 comma 1. At this point we can find equation of tangent. When we have a point on the circle, then how can we find equation of tangent? X square we are changing in x, x1, y square we are changing in y times y1. So x square plus y square equal to 4. Now change x square as x times x1. x1 is minus root 3. Plus y square is y times y1. y1 is 1 equal to 4. So I got y equal to root 3x plus 4. Okay. Now E1 is a point which is root 3 comma 1. So if you put over here, then x times root 3 plus y times 1 equal to 4, then root 3 will take that side, will be minus root 3. So y equals minus root 3x plus 4. Okay, now you will solve this one, you can get your x and y. If you add, then y plus y is 2y, root 3 minus root 3x plus root 3x got cancelled, y 4 plus 4 is 8. So 2y equals 8, y equal to 4. So this point is y is 4. If you put y is 4, then x is 0. So this is 0. So I told you this is a symmetric. So this is 0, 4. Similarly, F3 you can find. This is 4, 0. How? I am explaining right here. This point would be x is 1, y is root 3. So 1, root 3. This is 1, minus root 3. Same way you will find two equation of tangents. You will solve. You will get 4, 0. So now we got points A3, G3 and F3. Now we will check these 3 points lie. All these 3 points lie on which options? So A, x plus y is 4. So 4 plus 0 is 4, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus. So these 3 options are satisfying this A. A is right. Okay. This is question number 16, which is the second part of the passage. Let S be the circle in the xy plane defined by equation x square plus y square equals 4, which we know. It was a circle. This is a circle. X square plus y square equal to 4. It means radius is 2. So this is 2, 0. This is 0, 2. This is minus 2, 0. And this is 0, minus 2. And center is 0, 0. Okay. Now let P be a point on the circle S with both coordinates being positive. It means first quadrant they are talking. Let the tangent to S at P intersect the coordinate axis at the points M and N. By the way, this is circle S. Over here we have to take any point P in first quadrant. This is P, any point. At this P, we will draw a tangent like this. It will intersect axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. So here and here, this is called M, this is called N, according to question. Here it is clearly mentioned tangent at P intersect the coordinate axis at the points M and N. Then the midpoint of the line segment MN must lie on the curve. It means we need to find locus of midpoint of M and N. By the way, any point on the curve, on the circle, when center is 0, 0, then we can write r cos theta, r sin theta. This is a parametric form of the circle. R means we have radius, that is 2. So I will write 2 cos theta, 2 sin theta. Okay, this is a point P on the circle S. Now equation of tangent. Equation of tangent at P. Again, x square we have to change. X square in x1, y square in y1. Okay. So equation of circle was x square plus y square equal to 4. So now change. x1 is 2 cos theta. So x times 2 cos theta. Y square in y1. What is y1? 2 sin theta. So this is 2 sin theta equals 4. Now 2, 2 and this is 4. Divide by 2 both sides. What we got? We got cos theta x. It means we got x cos theta plus y sin theta equal to 2. This is the equation of tangent. Okay? This is a equation of tangent. Now this tangent has intersected x-axis at M, y-axis at N. Now we need to find locus of midpoint. Like this is a midpoint, okay? So here it is written. Then the midpoint of the line segment. We need to find locus. So midpoint, for example, I am considering by L, and this is H, K. Then what is M? M lies on x-axis, so y will be 0. So this is x will be 2 over cos theta. So this is 2 over cos theta, 0. And what is N? X is 0 here. Then y 2 over sin theta. So this is 2 over sin theta. Okay. So we have N, we have M, and H, K is the midpoint. So H would be 2 over cos theta. 2 over cos theta plus this plus 0 over 2, and k would be this 2 and this 2 we can cancel, so k equals 1 over sin theta we can get. K equals 1 over sin theta we will get. Then cos theta we can write over here. This is cos theta equals 1 over h, and here sin theta equals 1 over k. Now I will square both sides and add. So this would be cos square theta plus sin square theta equals 1 over h whole square plus 1 over k whole square, right? So this is 1. Now we will convert h in x for the locus. We know we are converting h in x and k in y at last step. So we got 1 over x square plus 1 over y square, right? And now you can solve it. You will get x square plus y square equals x square y square. So x square plus y square equals x square times y square we got, which is equal to which option? A, B, C and D. This is D option, right? Okay, now we are going to solve question number 17, which is based on paragraph. And this question is based on permutation and combination. So first question, let us understand. There are 5 students S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5 in a music class, and for them there are 5 seats R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5 arranged in a row, where initially the seat Ri is allotted to the student Si, where I is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But on the examination day, the 5 students are randomly allotted the 5 seats. Okay, this is a passage. Now, first question: the probability that on the examination day the student S1 gets previously allotted seat R1 and none of the remaining students gets selected previously allotted seat to him or her is. So, okay, in examination day, what is happening? Let us understand. This is seat. For example, R1, this is R2, this is R3, this is R4, and this is R5. Okay? And this is S1. This is first student. Okay, so here it is mentioned S1 gets previously allotted seat R1. So this S1 will get this seat. It was allotted to him. But we have S2, S3, S4 and S5. I mean second student S2, S3, S4 and S5. For these 4 students, we have 4 seats, but S1, none of the remaining students get the seat previously allotted to him or her. It means this time we have to apply the concept of de-arrangement. So first of all, I want to explain in short what de-arrangement is. For example, you have n elements or n objects like 1, 2, 3, 4, n. And these are n places, and you have n objects 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, similarly n. But you want to place these objects in the placed numbers like 1, 2, 3, but none of them will go in their original places. Then how can we arrange this? So here we have to apply the concept of de-arrangement, and what it is, the de-arrangement is n factorial times 1 minus 1 over 1 factorial plus 1 over 2 factorial minus 1 over 3 factorial. Similarly, minus 1 raised to n over 1 over n factorial. Okay? So, we will apply this concept in this question. Now we have to understand, here we have 5 students, but for one student it is fixed. He will sit at R1. So it means we have 4 students, and we will apply the concept of this de-arrangement on 4 students. So now, number of favorable cases means n factorial means we have 4 elements, 4 factorial, 1 minus 1 over 1 factorial plus 1 over 2 factorial minus 1 over 3 factorial plus 1 over 4 factorial. Okay? So this is 4 factorial, then 1 and 1 cancel, this is 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3 factorial is 1 over 6, and this is 1 over 24. 4 factorial is 24, then we have to solve this. This is 24, this is 12 minus 4 plus 1, this is 24, and this is 9 over 24, this is cancelled, it means 9. So 9 is a favorable case, where except S1, none of them will sit in the previous allotted seat. So the question is probability, find the probability. Okay, so probability means number of favorable case over total number of cases. So favorable is 9, and since we have 5 students, so they can arrange themselves in 5 factorial ways. So this is 5 factorial. So 9 or 5 factorial is 120. So 3, and this is 4. So we got 3 over 40. So this is the probability, 3 over 40. Now we have to check A, B, C, D. So A is the option. So it was a pretty easy question. That is 17. It is just based on one concept. It is a straightforward question. Okay, last question of 2018 JEE Advanced Paper 1. For I equals 1, 2, 3, 4, let Ti denote the event that student Si and Si plus 1 do not sit adjacent to each other on the day of the examination. Then the probability of the event T1 intersection T2 intersection T3 intersection T4. So first of all, we will understand what is T1, what is T2. So Ti denote the event that student Si and Si plus 1 do not sit adjacent. So T1 is related to S1. If you put I equals 1, S1 and S2. T1 is related to S1 and S2. I mean S1 and S2 cannot sit adjacently. Then T2. T2 means S2 and S3. If I is 2, then 2 plus 1 is 3. S2 and S3, S2 and S3 also cannot sit adjacently. Then T3 means S3 and S4 cannot sit adjacently. Then T4, T4 means S4 and S5 cannot sit adjacently. Okay. Now we need to find the probability of the event T1 intersection T2 intersection T3 intersection T4. So first of all, we have to understand what is the meaning of T1 intersection T2 intersection T3 intersection T4. So let us understand this meaning. T1 intersection T2 intersection T3 intersection T4. Here S1, here T1 means S1 and S2 cannot sit adjacently. It means, for example, S1, then this is S3, then this is S2, then this is S4, then this is S5. So for this T1, this arrangement is valid because S1 and S2 cannot sit adjacently. So S1, between S1 and S2 I have placed S3 and S4, S5, okay. For T1, but what is the meaning of this? It means all these four conditions must be satisfied in this expression. It means S1, S2 cannot sit adjacently, S2, S3 also cannot sit, S3, S4 also cannot sit, S4, S5 also cannot sit. So we have to make such kind of arrangement where these four conditions will be fulfilled. Let us understand this. How can we make arrangement like that? So I am going to place 5 students in 5 places. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. I mean 5 students I have. Then what I will do, I will keep S1 here. Then obviously I cannot give S2 this position. It means S2 can have this position. But S3 also I cannot put over here because then S2 and S3 will be adjacent and neither S3 will be here. Then for S3 we have this position. Okay, now we got S4. For S4 we cannot give this position because S3 and S4 will be adjacent. So S4 will come here. Then automatically S5 will be here and this position. If I place S1, S4, S2, S5 and S3, it means this condition will be valid where S1, S2 not S1, S2 are not adjacent, S2, S3 is also not adjacent, S3, S4 is also not adjacent, S4, S5 is also not adjacent. So this is my first one of the ways. Now if I take mirror image of this, mirror image means, for example, if I place mirror like this, then I will have this side I will have, for example, this is your mirror, this mirror I have placed here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after this, first position is this, I mean this one. So this S3 will come here, then this S5 will come here, then this S2 will come here, then this S4 will come here, and then this S1 will come here. It means what? When I have this arrangement, then I have one reflection also. So I will try to keep my arrangement where I will keep S1 to right side and S2 is always left side, so that I can have only right arrangements. Whatever the right arrangements we will have, we will make it double. Why? Because of reflections, because of mirror image arrangement also. Okay, let us understand. So this is my one arrangement. This is reflection one. I will consider this later. So this is my one arrangement. Okay. Second arrangement, we can check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. S1 is here. Okay. And S2 was here. Now I will shift S2 place here. And I cannot put S3 here or here. S3 will be here. Then S4 I cannot give this place. S4 will be here, and then S5 will be here. It's very simple. Just you have to think how to arrange. So now I got two ways. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again S1 here, and S2 will be here. Then S3 I cannot give this place. So for example, S3 I will give this. Then obviously S4 either will be here or here. If you put S4 here, then also S3 and S4 will be adjacent. So this place is not, I mean this arrangement is not valid, where S1 and S2 will be extreme positions. This case is not valid. Okay, so I get S1 at the first position. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. S1 is here and then S2 is here. Then S3 cannot I cannot give S3 this place as well as this place. S3 will be here. Now S4 I can give this one also and this one also. Yeah, S4 I can give here. Then S5 will be here. This is my third. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again this is S1. This is S2. This is S3. S4 is here. Now I can give S5 here and S4 here. Right? This is my fourth possibility. Now, what can I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this is S1, this is S2. Okay, now here I will place S1 and S2 at the last. Then S3 I cannot put here, right? S3 I can put here. So if S3 is here, then of course S4 I cannot put here, right? Then S4 I have to put here. Then S5 will be here. So this is my position also. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. So this is S1. This is S2. I kept S3 here, right? Now S3 I cannot put here. Already I have put S3 here. So for example, S3 is here. Then S4. Then S5 here, or S4 here, then S5 here, then S4, S5 will be adjacent. So this place, I mean this arrangement is also not valid. So I have to erase this. Now, S1, I have used S1 position. This second position I have used for S1. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now S1 is here and S2 is here. Then S3 of course I cannot put here. Then S3 will be here. It is possible. If S3 is here, then S4 can here and S5 can here. Right? So this is again one way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is S1. This is S2. This is S3, right? S5 and S4 can swap. So this is S5, no, S4, then S3, S4 will be together. So this case is also not valid. Okay, let's remove this. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. S1 here, S2 here, and S3 I cannot put here. S3 was here. Now if S3 is here, then S4 I cannot put here. S5 is here, then S4 is here, right? Yeah. So this is extra way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So till now we got 7 ways. Now anything else? If already I have used S1 here, S1 here, as well as S1 here. Now I cannot use S1, this one, because S1 and S2 will be together. So these 7 possibilities I got, where S1 I kept right side of S2. Now if I'll take reflection, for example, if I'll put one mirror like this is a mirror, then similar kind of arrangement I will have this side. So this side is 7 and this side is again 7. So total favorable cases will be 7 plus 7, which is 14. So total favorable cases I got 14. Now I need to find probability. So probability is the number of favorable cases over total number of cases. So I have to raise this. Probability of T1 intersection T2 intersection T3 intersection T4 equals number of elements in T1 intersection T2 intersection T3 intersection T4 over total number of sample space. But this I got 14 and this is 5 factorial. 14 over 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, this is 7 and this is 60. So I got probability 7 over 60. So which one is the right option? C. So what I have observed for this question, this is a paragraph question in which we have 2 questions. One is very easy, that is direct question based on D arrangement, and second one is complicated, I would say. Here you have to think a lot. This is not direct. You have to put your effort, you have to think, then only you can get your answer. So I would say 18th one, second part of this paragraph, is the tricky question.